Hello, everyone. Brandon Burbank, and I'm excited because I'm here in Whatcom County, and I'm trying to focus on today's topic, which is going to be formulated around my last video that I did that's on Instagram as well as YouTube, and that is just focusing on the reevaluation diagnosis of bipolar disorder. So here we are today, and it's a beautiful Wednesday, November 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving. And so I hope shout out to all the families out there, everybody that has a family but then some who don't, who choose to associate with their family. That's another reality in life that I think it's important to make note of. And so just saying that there's a lot of support groups out there for those that are seeking help and seeking, just direction in their life. And so I wanted to preface this just to be more mindful about the direction that I'm going with this video specifically, and how it's make a really good connection towards the last video that I did, which was on the reevaluation diagnosis of bipolar disorder, which is my diagnosis. So I'm going to be blunt. I am bipolar. Bipolar is not entirely a huge, is not every part of me as who I am as an individual, adult, man, human person. However, I am saying that I believe that this diagnosis, bipolar disorder, has been bestowed upon me by mental health professionals from various backgrounds, various perspectives, and given the scientific facts about how science has developed, there's a lot of justice as well as truth behind. I say justice because there's been decisions about people's lives that have been made based upon conditions like mental illnesses. Mine is one of those. I say justice as an example of I've gone through a lot of bad experiences in my past life, and so I'm not going in that direction. But I'm just saying that this diagnosis has helped me make certain decisions because of my the symptoms that are involved with that, the precautions, so to speak, of the side effects that come with a condition like bipolar disorder that has been studied significantly, heavily impacted by a lot of people here in America and around the world. The other thing that I think is really make and important to make note of is the fact that there's not a lot of heavy financial backing for this mental illness market or niche or group of people here in America and around the world. And so that's something that I'm really shedding light on right now, because with that being said, I'm here in this other realm where I feel like society is trying to put me in a box sometimes, and I refuse to be in the box is my point. So I say that firmly and bluntly because of the fact that I'm trying to figure things out as I go and trying to be optimistic and open minded towards the people who I care about, the people who are giving me a sense of purpose. And that is the mental health community, folks. The mental health community is giving me a sense of direction and how I can be transparent, honest with myself, asking my creator, God, to give me perspective on making big decisions, as well as any decision in life that will help further his plan for me, as well as the plan for my purpose in life. And not just my career, but also my personal life, social life, and all the above. Because I think when it comes down to it, everything, the whole diagnosis of bipolar disorder is something that I've learned to embrace. But I'm also going to say firmly and confidently, it does not define everything for who I am. So, for example, when somebody comes up to me on the street and says, "Oh, you're bipolar," and it's like, that doesn't mean I'm not. I don't expect or deserve the same amount of respect as another person who does not have a mental illness like bipolar disorder or any mental illness in general. And that's something that I'm very confidently. That makes me very angry when if somebody don't treat me with the same amount of respect as somebody who doesn't have a mental illness or bipolar disorder. Another thing that I think is important to make note of is the fact that there's been a lot of trials and tribulations that I've experienced in my past and my story, and a lot of people can relate to these struggles in life. And so I'm not trying to be in a victimhood position in my circumstances here in life at all. Okay, I'm putting that out because I'm telling you right now that I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm happy for who I am. Yes, I have my personal struggles and struggles in life, but guess what? So does everybody else watching this video. And so nobody is, obsolete from this thing called the human condition of life. And I'll put money on that statement. I don't know what that means, and why I just said that, but I'm just I'm speaking from the heart is why I'm trying to convey to y'all today. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video in a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to just also break it down about some of the goals that I have for my business, Come Back to Success, and how I can approach serving the mental health community, the niche market here in America and the Spanish-speaking countries around the world. For those of you that don't know, I can speak Spanish pretty fluently, and so I have a grandmother that was born in Nicaragua, Central America, for those of you that don't know where that is exactly here geographically or around this world. And so that's why, due to my upbringing and experiences to travel abroad and also studying abroad in Europe, it's given me the clarity and the ability to make decisions upon that, to also know that I want to help the niche markets pertaining to the mental health community here around the world as well. So I'm being blunt and very direct with that because I think it's my calling. And so, like, for example, say a 6-year-old is like, oh mom, I want to be a doctor one day. And her her path gets changed because of life decisions. That's the bottom line, folks. But say she continues to be persistent and productive and goal oriented towards that goal of becoming a doctor, she can do it. And if she does succeed and get that, American dream, which I'm living the American dream right now. Everybody tells me, "Oh, how are you doing?" "Oh, I'm living the American dream," or "I'm living the dream." But my point is, everybody has a dream, and I'm choosing to express my dream by sharing the impacts of what bipolar disorder has done for me, as well as for the people around me in my life, and how it's going to help continue to guide me, being my guiding light as I make decisions for my business, Come Back to Success, as I live my life, my personal life, and also just helping out the niche market here in America for helping people with mental illnesses, mental health conditions, struggles, stress, anxiety, things that are related to behavioral health disorders. That's my niche market, and that's why I'm here to help, because I can relate to those people. I have a very severe disorder called bipolar disorder. So if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's important to know what it means and how it influences my life, because that's something that I think is noteworthy to understand more of other people, as well as myself as well. And I'm still learning more about myself, and I have to continue to declare the realities of who I am and my identity, and not forget where I came from, but also seeing how I want to change myself and my trajectory of my life in all aspects of my life, as well as being humble enough to know that I'm only human. I'm not perfect, and I never said I was, but I'm also saying that I have the right to be happy and pursue, the rights for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as our founding fathers here in America created in 1776. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and feel free to leave a comment or like this video. And if any of this resonated with you, please feel free to subscribe. And I hope that you have a great Thanksgiving, guys. Take care, stay blessed, and take care. Goodbye.